Welcome back to an overview of AbLead, Antibody Analysis and Engineering Suite. In this short video, I'm going to show you a few of the export features. I mentioned in one of the earlier videos that you can export this grid as Excel. All of the same coloring will be shown, the scoring is shown. It uses conditional formatting in Excel, so that could be modified, and the scoring function is exposed in a tab, so the weights of the scoring can be changed right within the Excel file. CSV, of course, is a simpler output. It just shows the values that are in this grid. I have an analysis report that I will show you, and I haven't opened it on purpose because I wanted you to see that when you first open it, it contains fields that you have to populate because it uses table and figure headings that are associated with other parts of the file. And then if you wanted to number those, I give instructions, but I won't do that. It will renumber. It builds a table of contents, a list of figures, a list of files. You can click on any of these to jump to that entry. It shows the grid for the selected entries that were used to generate the report and the values that are therein, and space where you could type your observations. So this is for a client report, an internal report, building an ELN. You can come in and make observations anywhere within the report to save that for future use. It shows the alignments with the regions, all regions and all numbering systems, as well as linear and mature linear. I have it showing a consensus sequence with fading. And there's only 3 entries, but it's a lot of tables, so I will click through those quickly. It also shows the liability grids for each individual entry and the severity of those liabilities. And then a placeholder if you wanted to put any structure information in here. It also has a clinical comparison for each entry, and then sequence listing, color standards, and any references that you'd like to put into that file. So it's an easy way to generate a lot of this information without hand copying and pasting. Another export that is very nice to have is sequences. It populates these as selectable text, but you can also export these to a file. You can trim to the FV or keep it full length. You can set the line length, including infinity. That doesn't hold for other formats like GenBank. It wraps, but it will output in multiple different formats with different features, selectable or as a file, which is a pretty nice feature. You can export the PDB files that are stored in the system behind the scenes behind these entries. But one feature that saves a patent attorney a lot of time is the ST26 XML file format for the World Intellectual Property Organization that is also used by the US Patent and Trade Organization or Trade Office. The applicant name has to be entered, title of the invention has to be entered, and then the organism default source, and you generate the XML file. This is then directly imported into the World Intellectual Property Organization's software tool that they make freely available. My export includes the sequences, but also region definitions and more. So it saves many, many hours of a lawyer's time to be able to export in this format. I won't show you the XML for that. So that's it for exporting. I'll see you in the next video for some features of specific engineering.